What's up, everybody? Dork Dynasty here, and I'm going to be going over my leader and deck that I just used, Black Yellow Luffy, to win a box tournament today at my locals. It was a 32-person tournament, so I went 4 rounds undefeated, and I'm going to give you the rundown right now of how this deck played. Now, the new card for this set that just came out is Flampe. So you're going to be running 4 Flampe. Now this came up multiple times today where your opponent will want to not put you to 0 for your leader ability to go off. Flampe comes out, you take a life, draw a card, it helps you go through your deck for cycling, and when I used it, I actually ended up hitting a huge card in this deck, which is Gecko Moria, which then sets up your next turn to pretty much game. So Flampe is a huge card in addition for this deck. And then for the other MVP, I will go into the 4 Sabos. Now, I'll be totally honest, when you play this deck, I think you mulligan for Sabo. If you don't see any sort of combo, you can maybe do like a Hiyori something combo. Then I guess you go for Sabos, right? Because you want to take the first life, maybe Hiyori, go ace in life, go baby ace, sacrifice, play the big ace for free. Then your leader's at 7, 7, 7. It's such a strong play, but if you can't really find it, look for your Sabos. That's the best thing I could say. Your searchers are huge in that aspect as well. If you don't see any and you see 2 searchers or something, that is a phenomenal play. Hiyori, like I just said, Hiyori will come up 10 times in a tournament. I mean, I cannot get over how much this comes up just to be able to take a life, swap it with something, and then activate off your leader ability because you now know what that life is, obviously. And what is huge, what a lot of people don't know, is you can play Hiyori, and if you're at your last life, you don't need to put something back. You can play Hiyori for 2, take that last life, and now your leader ability is active, which is a huge, huge play. And now this is my tech for the deck. I do, in fact, play 2 Borsalinos because sometimes in this deck, you know, you'll go to 0 and you're just relying on the fact that your opponent can't really hit you. You're at 9k, you maybe have a blocker or 2 out, and you're feeling pretty good. But if you don't have any blockers, then it's tough. And 2 Borsalinos, just being able to pitch them and play them off of your Gecko Moria is huge. That came up for me today where I played Gecko Moria, got a Borsalino and a baby, and then used the baby to put myself to 0, and then put the 2 Dawn on my leader to go up and then proceed from there, because that's just how the play kind of required me to do it. And I ended up getting the win. And now I think the rest of the deck is essentially staple territory where you need 4 of the Luffy, that is Self-Awakening, 4 of the big ace, that is a huge rush play. You can do 2 aces, 7k swings, putting your leader to 11. It's so strong. And then the 4 babies of each type, the 4 ace, the 4 Sabo, the 4 Luffy, right? Those are all staple territory, I believe. And so is the 4 Garp and the 4 Searchers. These find all your babies, all your big Luffy, Sabos, aces. It searches them all out. These are crucial for the deck. And now this is also, I would say, tech territory, where a lot of people right now play this as a 5-drop 2K. Now this is kind of a 2K slot. So what I even used to play was Satori. The 2K Satori, you know, you hit it in life, it's a trigger, or you can pitch it in trash. It can go in your life as a free lifer. But Makino, being able to play for 1 and stack your life is just such a strong ability. I mean, what else can I say? And essentially, that is the deck. I mean, if you want info and tips on how to play it, I recommend first acquiring the deck, right? And depending on where your expenditure is at, because of the Sabos, right, requiring 4 Sabos is gonna put you up to about at least $80. The 4 Gecko Morias as well. So let's see, 4 Sabos, probably 80 bucks. The Hioris are about 20 bucks a piece. That's another 80. And then the Geckos. So yeah, if you want to play the deck, it may be a little pricey because you also require the starter deck 13. But I think it's one of the best decks in format. And as I said, I did just win an entire box. And, you know, I didn't hit anything too wild. I hit a leader Kyros, which is great. And then I traded actually the rest of the box to kind of get my Kyros and my Odin leaders, because I will be making an Odin deck. So if you want to stick around for that, I will be making an Odin leader. But yeah, that is the deck list. Black, yellow, Luffy for the win. I highly suggest you play it in your next regional, local, or box tournament. Take care, everybody. You have a good one. Dork Dynasty signing out. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit me up on TikTok and YouTube at Dork Dynasty.